One of the benefits of playing Fallout New Vegas on PC is the ability to use console commands, and in this video I will go through a number of console commands and how to use them. Hi, I'm Mo and I'm trapped in Fallout. To use console commands, you will need to open the console window on your game, and to do this you typically will need to press the tilde key. And once you open that window, it will look like this. And from here, you can basically type in commands, and these commands will do certain things. So for instance, the first one we're going to look at is the ability to go up by one level. So to do this, I'm going to type in player.advancedlevel. And if I hit enter, then this basically increases my level by 3. So previously my level was 42, I'm now hitting 43. If I now close the command window, from here I can basically increase any one of my skills. So I'm just going to bump up any random one. So you can use command in the game to basically do a number of different things. Another one we're going to look at is the ability to actually change your special attributes or any of your skills. So what we will do is notice that my strength is set to currently 5. So we can alter the strength by using the set AV command. To do this, we will need to type in player.setAV and then the name of either a special or a skill and then the number you want to increase it to. So in this case, I want to increase my strength from 5 to say something like 8. And if I hit enter and then close the window, notice that my strength has now gone up from 5 to 8. If I look at skills and let me pick something like repair, for example, if I do exactly the same thing, but instead of strength, this time I will punch in repair. And let's say I want to increase my repair from 84 to say 100. If I hit enter, then notice that my repair has now jumped to 100. So you can use the set AV to basically alter any one of your special or any one of your skills number value. Similar to this, we can also use another command called the player reward XP. And what this will do is increase the XP of the player, or rather it will give you that XP. So if you have a look on the top right hand corner of the Pip-Boy, I currently have an XP of 125516. So if I type in player.reward XP and then some value, so in this case I'm just going to type in 100. If I now press enter, then this has awarded me 100 XP. So if I now close the command window, notice that my XP has gone up by 100. Similarly, we can do some other really cool things. We can actually give ourselves some perks as well. So if I go to the perks, what I will do is say add or remove a perk. So in this case, I have, let's just say Bloody Mess. So what I will do is let's try to actually add a perk. And similarly, we can remove a perk. So let's try to remove this Bloody Mess perk. So to remove a perk, what we will do is type in player remove perk, and then we need to enter a perk ID. So what is a perk ID? A number of things in the game, such as items, NPCs, perks, various things, armors, weapons, so on. They all rely on something called an ID. And these IDs are usually pulled from the internet. What I will do is in the description of this video, I'll list how you would typically get an ID of something. But in this case, what I will do is get the ID of Bloody Mess. So now I happen to know the ID of this one. It is 00094EBA. If I hit enter, then what this would have done is removed the Bloody Mess perk. And now notice that the Bloody Mess perk is now gone. Similarly, I can add the perk instead. So instead of saying player remove perk, I can do player add perk. And if I hit enter and close the window, now notice that I actually got the perk back. So you can also use this player.add perk or player.remove perk to add and remove perks. Similarly, we can do the same thing with items. So what I will do is close the Pip-Boy and open the command window, and this time I'm going to say player.add item. And again, you would need to enter an item ID. So what add item does is allows you to add some item to your inventory. So what I'm going to do is type in 6 zeros and then type in F, and then type in 1. So what this is doing is the ID, which is this number here, is the what. And then I can enter a numeric value, say 1 or 2 or 3 or 5. And this 5 means how many of that item I want. Now in this case, this ID refers to caps. So if I close the window, notice on the top left hand corner it says I've had 5 bottle caps added. So that's basically I've got some money. So if I instead did something like this, then now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 million caps added to my inventory. So this is how you can basically get an infinite amount of caps without having to worry about it using command windows or console commands. Similarly, you can also reward yourself with karma. And to do this, you can type in reward karma, and then you can enter some value. So you can do something like 1,000. Oops, I spelled that wrong. So it's WARD, reward karma, and then 1,000, for instance. And again, if I close the command window, then notice on the top left hand side I've gained some karma. So this is one way of getting some karma. Now these commands are actually super powerful. There's a lot of things you can do. For instance, if I have a look at my character, I can see that I have a male character. So if I go to something like items, and if I remove just my helmet and have a look, then I can see that this is now a male character. So if I type in something like sex change to basically change my gender, then notice that now I'm a female. If I type it again, male. So you can, within the game, instantly change your gender to either male or female, whatever you really want. You can also even change the literal race of your character if you want to. So to do this, you can type in show race menu and then close the command window. And from here, you can again change your gender, but you can also change to another race if you wish to. So I can go with something else. And with that, I have now basically changed both my gender as well as my race with a few commands through the console window. You can also do some other cool things. For instance, here we have a particular item. Now this is not ours, and the reason we know it's not ours is because we have a red highlight. So what we can do is open the command window, and now you can use the mouse and you can sort of click on things. So if I click on this, then notice at the top I've actually got an ID for it. Now this ID is also sort of automatically been, if you like, added to the game. What I can do here is type in something like set ownership, enter. And now if I close the command window, notice that this item has now been set to yours. So previously this coffee mug was not set to mine. If I take it, then it would have been counted as an item that I'm stealing right in front of him. But now I can just go ahead and take it, and as you can see, nothing really happens. There are other cool things you can do as well, such as sadly killing or resurrecting an NPC. So say you happen to be out and someone that you're traveling with happens to die, you can basically bring them back, or if you wish to take them out, then you can do that way as well. And this would basically work for anything, sort of enemies around you included. So what we will do to demonstrate this is, again, open the console window. We will click on this particular person. That happens to be their ID. And from here, we can do something like this. Type in KILL. And with that, notice that they have basically died on the spot. You can also bring them back. So again, open the console window, type on that self. Again, you get an ID. And from here, if you type in resurrect, so it's RESURRECT, then notice that they simply come back and they are actually none the wiser about what's happened. So you can use these tricks to effectively kill things around you that are, say, too high level, but also bring back anything that you want to bring back. For instance, NPCs or anything of the like. Similar to this, there's another command you can use as well, which is the kill all command. Now, you've got to be careful with this one because there's a particular range or a vicinity, but if you type this in, this will basically kill everyone around you, like so. You can also unlock doors and terminals using another particular command. So what you can do is go to something such as a door, open the console, and then click on the door. And from here, if you type in unlock, then you will get a prompt back saying unlocked door. And from here, notice that it's not locked anymore. So if I just go ahead and open it, this is one way of basically opening things that are otherwise locked using a console command. There are other particular commands you can use to basically turn off the AI. So for example, if you open the console command, and from here, if you type in detect and hit enter, you will get a prompt back saying that AI detection is off. So from here, anything that sort of detected you will still be on you, but anything from here, the AI detection element has been turned off. So you did notice that he had already seen me. This Deathclaw had already seen me whilst I was trying to turn off AI detection. But these other ones that are right here roaming around, they did not see me when I turned it off. So now what I can do is just simply walk up to them. So this is sort of like an alternative way of using, well, instead of using something like killer, you can just do this and they will never see you. Effectively, it's not that you're a sneak, you're not in sneak mode, but it's just that their detection is turned off. So they will never know that you're here. So you can just quite happily carry on and they will never be the wiser that you're around here at all. Another command you can use is to effectively reveal every single map location on the map for you. And this one's pretty easy to do. Again, open the command window and just simply type in TMM space 1. And with that, all the map markers will be shown. So if I now exit the console window, and what I will need to do is switch tabs. So go to something like quest, back to world map, or rather open the and close the Pip-Boy, then notice that this has now basically revealed every single map location to me. So now I can just go ahead and literally fast travel to any location that I want. Another particular command that you may like to use is the ability to literally walk through walls by typing in TCL. And what this does is it toggles collision mode. So what this will do is basically turn off collision mode. So from here, you can basically go anywhere, including flying. So all you need to do is your character will move in the direction that your game camera is facing. So if I press up, I will go up. And similarly, if I press down, then I will go down. So obviously you don't want to do that because the game will look pretty weird. Now, this is actually pretty useful in the sense that it will allow you to basically go anywhere. So let's just say for whatever reason, I want to walk on top of that sort of area over there. So what I can do is go on top. Now make sure you're not too high because the moment you turn collision back on, you will fall down. So let's say I want to be roughly this height. And now what I will do is just turn it back on by typing in the same command. And from there, I would have now dropped down and there you go. So you can use sort of this toggle collision mode to walk through walls. So sometimes you might be at an area, say, I don't know, you're sort of blocked by a wall or a door or something like that. Then you can use this as an alternative to unlocking things and just sort of walk through things instead. Now, the last two commands I want to show you are the Demigod mode and God mode. So to turn on Demigod mode, what you would do is type in TDM rather, and this will turn on Demigod mode. And what this will do is this will give you infinite health and the ability to carry as much as you want without ever being encumbered. But because this is Demigod mode, i.e. halfway through God mode, your ammo will run out. So if you sort of fire off your ammo, you will end up running out of ammo. So in Demigod mode, you have infinite health, infinite encumbrance, but your ammo is limited. Now, similarly, if you turn on God mode, which is TGM, then what you need to do is just make sure you turn it on. So there you go, God mode is now enabled. Now what will happen is pretty much exactly the same as Demigod mode, but in this mode, your ammo will never run out. So effectively, what will happen is that you will have infinite health, the ability to carry as much as you want, and because you would have infinite ammo, you will basically never have to reload, so you can just sort of keep on firing as much as you like, endlessly, more or less, just like that. So notice that as I'm firing ammo, on the bottom right hand corner, my ammo counter is not going down, so I'm able to fire basically endlessly. Using console commands will help you to get access to areas, items, perks, levels, etc. much faster. But if you prefer to use glitches and exploits, then check out this playlist of glitches and exploits that work today in Fallout New Vegas. Click on the playlist you see on the screen now to find out more.